So if we talk about tablets, then these are the solid unit dosage form with suitable diluents or excipients. So if you consider all the dosage forms, then tablet and capsules are the most prominent among them. For making any tablet, we have to follow so many processes. Let's start one by one. Step 1 is granulation. Granulation is nothing but making granules from powdered material. Granulation is done to improve flow property of the powder mixture, compressibility, and to prevent segregation. It also reduces the formation of dust. Now let's see different types of granulation. There are generally two types of granulation. One is dry granulation and another one is wet granulation. So when we choose dry granulation, dry granulation is chosen over wet granulation when drug dose is too high, drug don't compress well, drug is heat sensitive drug, and drug is also moisture sensitive drug. Other than this, we generally use wet granulation technique. Now let's see the steps involved in dry granulation. First one is compaction, second one is milling, and third one is screening. So compaction can be done in two ways. One is slugging, where we produce large size tablet by using a tablet press, and another one is roller compactor, where we produce sheet of material by squeezing the powder between two rollers. So if you talk about wet granulation, it is the converting of powdered material into granules by using some granulating agents. As granulating agents, we generally use solvents like water, ethanol, isopropyl alcohol, etc. For binding agents, we use starch, PVC, HPMC. So now let's see various methods of wet granulation. First one is high shear mixture granulation, second is fluid bed granulation, third is single pot granulation, and fourth is extrusion-spheronization technique. Now let's see high shear mixture granulator. A big industrial level granulator looks like this as shown in this picture. Some key points to know about the granulator is impeller, chopper, bowl, and the nozzle from where we spray the binding solution. Now let's see the working principle of high shear mixture granulator. Firstly, we used to mix the dry powder for approximately 2 to 5 minutes. Then liquid binder solution is added and a wet mass of granules are prepared. Then we sieve these granules and transfer it for drying. Now let's see fluid bed granulator. These are some pictures of fluid bed granulator, and in the right side picture we can see there is air inlet in the bottom from where air comes and fluidizes the powder bed. Once spray is there, we can spray the binding solution, and in the top of that there is the presence of filter bag that shuts the escaping of powder from the granulator. If you see the working of fluid bed granulation, then it will be like spraying solution forms a liquid bond between the powders. This becomes solid because of the solid bridge between them, and finally they produce granules. This is the image of single pot granulator, and if you see the right sided image, then we can see impeller, chopper, and the spraying nozzle. Its working principle is same as high shear mixture granulator, and it can be done on the same equipment. In extrusion-spheronization technique, we made extrude, which more or less looks like bhujia, by an extruder, and then we mill it to form spherical particles by using a spheronizer. Steps for making is very easy. First, we make cylindrical shaped lumps of the powdered material, then we break it to form spheres, that is called spheronization. Now let's see the next step, that is lubrication and blending. Lubrication is done to improve flowability of the powder as well as to reduce the friction. Some common lubricants that are used are magnesium stearate and stearic acid. Now if we see the procedure for lubrication and blending, then it starts with the addition of lubricants with the dried granules that are formed after granulation, and then start blending at low RPM for few minutes. For blending, we need blenders, which are very precision machine because they form uniform powdered mixture, or else we won't get the quality tablet because some tablets will get high API and some will get low API, and their effectiveness will vary. These are the different types of blenders that are used in pharmaceutical industry: V blender, double cone blender, octa blender. ribbon blender and conta blender. So let's discuss about the compression. Final tablets are made by compressing granules in die with upper and lower punch. This is a demo how the tablet compression takes place in a tablet compressing machine. Feeder feeds the granules in the die cavity, and then upper and lower punch comes together, compresses the granules by the help of compression roller to form tablets. If we see the stages of compression, then it can be divided into 4 parts. One is filling, second is metering, third is compressing, and fourth is ejection. So now let's start explaining one by one. In filling, the granules are transferred into the die by the feed frame of the feeder. In metering, we just scrape out the excess powder from the die cavity through a scraper. Now let's see the compression elaborately. The top and the bottom punch comes together in the cavity to form a tablet. Compression roller gives the pressure to upper and lower punch to form the tablet. Distance between the upper and lower punch determines the weight, thickness and hardness of the tablet. If the distance between the punches are high, then a big tablet is produced. Ejection procedure involves the removal of the tablet from the die cavity by using lower punch, which pushes up the tablet from the die cavity. Then by using a scraper, the tablets are collected into a container. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like this video then hit the like button to subscribe and share with your friends.